show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on JTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. This is The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for today's edition. In studio with me is Jahphix. Stay golden.
Hi.
And she's still glowing in those golden moments.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, how has it been for you?
Oh man, it's definitely been a journey. Definitely a journey, but I am embracing it all.
Nice
Yes.
to know. Still basking in the memories of last year's health and wellness event.
Absolutely.
So give us a little rundown as to what would have been the outcome of last year's for you.
Well, I think for me, I just wanted persons who attended last year to be in a sense of, you know what, I am doing what I need to do today. I'm showing up for me today. And I'm choosing to be better on today, you know. So I think everyone who was there actually gave me some reviews about it. A lot of things that they would have liked to see and things that they enjoy. So I've been taking it all in, you know, the constructive criticism, the good words, the great words, the advice, and also the amazing, encouraging words that I got. I really appreciated that, and just knowing that everyone who came last year was filled in the way that I intended them to be filled.
Awesome. For some of you might not know what we're actually talking about. Jahphix having what? Yeah, but from last year, Gia would have embarked on a journey of health and wellness and had her initial forum, we would want to call it, there at the H. Lafferty Stout Community College. And from that, you're now leading on to year 2 in a different way.
Absolutely.
So tell us basically what Jahphix's Stay Golden platform is all about before we could get to really appreciate what you're about to do this year.
Absolutely. Thank you for asking. So Stay Golden BVI, I keep telling people it's not just a mantra. Stay Golden BVI is a way of life. And it's the pillar that I believe will propel us to a more fulfilling life, a golden life. Stay Golden BVI is formed of 4 pillars: mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and physical health. And I do believe that once we have those 4 pillars in alignment, only then can we truly have a fulfilling life. Now, last year's event that you're talking about, that was held at the HLSCC Community College, that was about mental health. Yes. Now, this year we're focused on physical health and all the aspects that contribute to the physical health factor.
Okay, why you decided to focus on physical health this year as opposed to, let's say, spiritual health? Because I think so. For me, I've been just being obedient with the spirit one, and also to hearing what people need. You know, last year was definitely called for mental health. Of course, this year is as well too. But the physical health, the yearn for physical health information has been increased dramatically here in the Virgin Islands, and I just really want to tap into that need and to just kind of just be there and just assist in any way I can for my community. Okay, physical health, yes, is a deep call, and there are those like me, struggle to put yourself to get to that level. You look at the cost of living, you look at what bills you got to pay, and then you look at the cost for products in the supermarkets, and you decide, listen, something I got to give. But there's a deeper commitment that is required. How do you see your platform helping persons to move forward and take control of their health? Okay, so for me personally, back in 2017, like I did tell you that I shared with you last year, 2017, my own life was at risk. And it was at that moment I decided to be better and to show up for me better.
Okay, and in doing that, I was like, okay, what are the things that I need to do to show up in my best, as my best, on a day-to-day basis? That looked like exercising, that looked like having a healthy diet, that looked like doing some, what you call it, just kind of sitting in the moment for a moment.
So meditation,
and just taking a time to say about 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day. That looked like detoxing from social media. That looked like not going on social media. That looked like not answering my phone every single time it rings. That looked like not showing up to every event that I was invited to. It was different components that added to my well-being. And I wanted to encompass it into a way where, okay, this one thing can give the community all these different things, not just one thing. But at the same time, it's funny because at the same time, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to make people do something. It's not about making them like, hey, listen, I advise you to do this. No, it's about seeing the value in doing these things so that you can in turn say, I would like to do this for me. After knowing what you have heard initially. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, so who is Gia now compared to where Gia was last year?
That's a loud and broad question. I have dramatically changed. I don't want to use the word change. Let me say I have dramatically evolved. I am not the same young woman that you interviewed last year in so many different ways. I am more certain of the things that I need to put in place for Gia. 1. 2, I am more confident in the way I step now, knowing that it's not just about me. It's not of me, of course, but because of who is in me. And the Lord has definitely guided me down this path that I myself can't even walk away from, because it's not about me at all. I'm just being obedient to what He says that He needs me to do. And 3, I am more secure in who God is.
Nice.
Definitely more secure in who God is. So because of that, I am not in the living or operating from a place of fear that I was last year, because I wasn't dealing a lot. Listen, every decision I made last year made me question everything I did. Like, oh my gosh, is it going to work? Oh my God, will people show up? Oh my gosh, will people understand what I'm trying to do? Oh my God, will I be accepted? This year I'm like, listen, Lord, you know who needs to be in this room. And I just want you to guide them to this room. I just need you to just open their hearts and have them make the step that they need to make. You know, if one person show up, guess what? The whole thing would be going on for that one person. If it's a full house, great, awesome, we're thankful. But if it's that one person needed. So we're going to do the whole show for that one person.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So that's how I'm at this year.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I'm personally touched, because I'm still like thinking of so many different things after I came in this morning while you were here waiting on me. and you know, just before you get on set, you were there and someone was on the other side praying with you, helping you carry you through the day. You know, there was so much inspiration in that in itself for me, and I could imagine what, you know, others being around you and those who are close to you and see these things and how it helps to inspire them and to help them to move forward with their lives. So now, yes, and my brains are gone so many places. I'm seeing my mom every night praying for me. You know, it has taken me a place. Yes. I can tell you that for a fact. But back to where we need to be. Tell us about what you are going to be doing this year.
Oh man, so this year we actually have a program set that's happening on September 28th, 2024 at the Save the Seed Energy Center from 10 to 5. So of course it's an all-day event as well, again like last year. But this one is a bit different because of course we're focused on physical health this year. So from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. it's going to be an interactive kind of energy going on in the mornings. People understanding why they're here. Of course, they're also going to have different vendors that contribute to the physical health factor. Okay. You know, different things, whether it be food, whether it be gym wear, you know, all these different things that add value to the topic, of course. You know, and of course from 10 to 11 is going to probably have like a breathing exercise.
Okay.
Or a little quick, you know, yoga exercise or a quick exercise walkout kind of vibe. And of course, we're going to have dance as well, because I do believe that dance has helped me tremendously. Because I found myself dancing to exercise easier than going to the gym and working out. And I get the same amount of sweat, if not more, if I'm being honest. You know, so it's going to have different things that you can choose to show up to and do for yourself. And of course, from 2 p.m. until 5, we're going to have the conversations. The conversations.
Leading those conversations.
Of course, so my partner, Laurel Mustafa, who was here last year.
Yes.
So she's going to be the host again for this year's event. We're also going to have persons like the Baltimores, Mr. and Mrs. Mackenzie, Rosanna Baltimore. They're going to add value to the fitness, the health and fitness topic. Of course, you know, we have the obelisk. You know, we have physicians. We have persons that added to the topic in different revenues.
Yeah.
Because, of course, it's not just about, okay, what we eat. It's also about what we do.
Yes.
It's not just about what we do. It's also about what we choose to listen to. A lot of different things, you know, adds to our physical health and our physical well-being. Of course, again, you know, the herbalists, the physicians, the fitness extraordinaires, and of course, you know, persons who really target the foods. Of course, you have to have the chefs on board talking about how we can actually prepare these foods, because sometimes, a lot of times, we want to do better, you know.
Yeah.
We want to eat better,
but we just don't know how
but we don't know how to prepare the foods.
Yeah.
So then
because I'm throwing the pot on the fire, my little rice and make it.
It's easier, right? So you just go and throw chicken in the oven and all that stuff, because we don't know how to prepare these foods, these meals. So of course we're gonna have someone there who can, you know, guide us into different little nuggets, different advice that, you know, they can share in how we can prepare these little simple meals that adds to our well-being.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you have a special guest that's coming. Tell us a little bit about her.
So Dr. Tamia Williams. This lady is so powerful, and I can call her my dear friend now. Okay. This year would make 3 years since we're being friends, on my own health journey, and she has tremendously helped me in the way of just showing up for me in the health world, what that looks like, you know. So she's been through a lot as a doctor, and the transition from, you know, a regular physician, not regular, but a physician, to someone who really pushes plant-based products, is that in itself was challenging for her, because of course she's known for a certain practice.
Yes.
But she'll be here to speak about the things that she went through and the different products that she was able to use, and the plant-based products that she was able to use, and the plants that we have in abundance here in Tatola. Yeah, that, you know, the noni, for example, we have that growing in our backyard that nobody touched, because guess what? It smells bad and it probably tastes worse. You know?
It's, in my opinion, it smells worse than it tastes.
You see? So you
so
heard it
here
has
a reasonably fairly good taste to compare to this.
Exactly. So,
and you know what I saw? Not cutting you, but no. I was amused at it coming down there by coming up to Jean Hill after the passage of what the storm was named. I don't even forget his name. Yeah, but there was this abundance of noni lining the road. When I tell you a lot from water and sewage straight onto the bottom of the hill. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Isn't this something that people could be using, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. So I grew up watching my grandmother use noni. And she would, like, say for example, if she have a swollen leg or something, she would, like, put the leaf on it and absorb. And before the end of the day, that leg is back to normal. Okay. You know, like it absorbs. That's what it does. Noni actually extracts toxins from our body. Just the import. So I was actually in Florida last year. Nothing is Ollie Match. In Ollie Match, I was in Florida, and about the same plant-based, as I wanted to get to know more about it. Wanted to get to know more information so that I can come back to my community and say, okay, how can I better help my community? And the wealth of knowledge that I was able to retain because of that trip was just a blessing. And she was actually one of the speakers. Dr. Tamia was one of the speakers at that event as well. People from all over the world traveled in just to hear how they can use noni that we have in our own backyard. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is not about me at all. You know, it doesn't matter whether it's cancer, diabetes, carpal tunnel, acid reflux, chronic diseases. It doesn't matter what you're struggling with. As long as you take charge of your diet, anything your body consumes, that can add to the betterment of your healing journey. Wow. Most certainly. Wow. Most certainly.
But while we have you doing this here on the local scene, I understand from you, you have been on a tour. Are you currently on a world tour?
Yes, I am actually on tour right now. So the tour that I'm on right now is actually separate to what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
So I'm actually speaking about the internal healing.
Okay.
So that tour is about just me just showing up and just knowing that, listen, this is where I was. And I choose to not be in this victim mindset anymore. I choose to not be the person that operates from fear. I choose to not be the person who you know, needs that validation from someone who doesn't even know me really, which is the societal expectations, you know. So I'm really just on tour with that part of me, just really talking about that, you know, just really just knowing that, hey, listen, you get to choose who you want to be. You get to choose who you want to show up as. And as long as you, every day, you choose to be better, because we really only have today.
Yeah.
So today, every day, choose to be better so that you actually have a tomorrow. That is a fulfilling one.
Awesome.
You know,
it's always so inspirational sitting with you, Angie. For persons who want to participate come September month end, how can they get registered if a registration is required?
Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna have the tickets being sold at Malamute, and of course just give me a call or message me. My number is 284-346-2729. Or even email staygoldenbvi@gmail.com. And of course, you're going to see me everywhere, but of course the tickets will be for sure selling at Malamude's Cafe. Yes.
All right, Ajia, it's always a pleasure sitting and having these conversations with you.
Thanks you.
You know, while we provide this platform for you to motivate and educate others, in so many ways we are even blessed ourselves.
Yes.
And thank you, partner, for whoever it was on our phone praying with you this morning.
Yes,
because it did something for me when it's amen. She just said amen. I didn't realize it was a prayer, but it did a whole lot for me. And I know these are the outcomes you get from the sessions that you hold. I remember clearly last year, so while it was not everything didn't go the way you would necessarily want, it went just the perfect way, because so many people were blessed in that space, and I witnessed that as well. So I know that this year is going to be fantabulous.
I'm praying.
Fantabulous. I'm so happy to hear Rosie and her husband are going to be part of it. They
Absolutely.
have such a great story to tell about their journey, and
I couldn't have done this and not invite them to be on the platform to speak.
Nice. All right, so we'll be seeing you again just before that date to share more on what's coming in the Stay Golden era for 2024.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Gia.
Thank
you so much for your time of being here with us on this edition of The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. the National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Are you searching for new home decor items that reflect the season's latest trends? Look no further than Right Way Home. From cushion sets to decorative vases, we have unique pieces to suit every style and budget. Discover your right find at the right price, only at Right Way Home and Right Way Stores.